switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They stay on the ground, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Toss play. Here's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. This from 44 yards out. Left hash. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive will start with an option going left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. He'll decide to keep this once more. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now third down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, Bonds. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating from the gun, Bonds looking deep for Elliott. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bonds going underneath for Charles. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Back to throw. Bonds. A dump off for Charles. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bonds. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw. Bonds to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bonds. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Bonds. And that is incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bonds. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Sharp. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. From there, we stay in the Empire State. We head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Josh Allen leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. The Bears trying to hold on and claim victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they will need to get this passing game in gear. Because they did.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Bonds. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To throw on second down, Bonds. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Operating from the gun, Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give left side for Pierce. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Now it's Charles taking it from the pistol. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. Down to this 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. Touchdown, Cowboys! From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive span 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 38. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's short. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the